Some anime are fun, some are inspiring, but some will crawl into your mind, rip it apart, and leave scars that never heal. Today, we're exploring 10 dark anime that will mentally break you. These shows aren't for the faint of heart. So let's dive in. At number 10, we have Shadow's House. At first glance, it looks like a gothic fairy tale. Dolls serving shadowy nobles in a grand mansion. But beneath the surface lies secrecy, cruelty, and erasure. The children raised as dolls are stripped of identity and molded into submission. This isn't blood-soaked horror, but a velvet-lined prison of psychological control. A quiet darkness that suffocates. Coming in at number 9 is Gleipnir, a bizarre fusion of body horror and twisted relationships. A high school student transforms into a grotesque monster, while a dangerously unstable girl climbs inside him, literally, to fight. The transformations are gruesome, the relationships manipulative and violent. Gleipnir doesn't want you to feel safe. It wants you to feel complicit in the madness. At number 8, we have My Home Hero. This isn't about supernatural monsters. It's about a father who kills to protect his daughter. What follows is suffocating paranoia as he lies, hides, and spirals deeper into crime. Every interaction feels like a ticking time bomb. This domestic tragedy proves the scariest monsters are human, and sometimes they're us. Ranking in at number 7 is The Empire of Corpses. Set in a 19th century steampunk world, corpses are reanimated for labor and war. The horror isn't in zombies, it's in society's cold acceptance of lifeless shells used as tools. Soldiers, workers, servants, all without soul or dignity. This is dehumanization at its bleakest. Full Metal Alchemist, stripped of hope. At number 6, immortality becomes the worst curse in Mnemosyne. The protagonist cannot die but suffers endless torture, mutilation, and rebirth across centuries. The gore is explicit, but the real horror lies in memory. Trauma that never fades, pain that never ends. Immortality here isn't freedom, it's a prison made of scars. Sliding into number 5, we have Blue Literature Series, an anthology adapting 6 classic Japanese stories about depression, addiction, and despair. No monsters, no gore, just fragile people breaking under the weight of their minds. There are no redemption arcs, no comfort, only raw despair, presented beautifully, yet mercilessly. It's haunting because it's real. At number 4 is Pet, a show where memories can be reshaped, erased, or shattered at will. The horror isn't supernatural. It's psychological. Characters lose their identity piece by piece, hollowed out by manipulation. Dense, abstract, and cruel, Pet takes the concept of emotional trauma and weaponizes it until both characters and viewers bleed. Taking number 3 is ID Invaded. Imagine solving crimes by diving into the twisted psyches of killers, but every dive chips away at your own sanity. The detective can only enter these surreal dreamscapes because he's a murderer himself. Each investigation erodes who he is until only fragments remain. It's a murder mystery that doubles as a slow-motion mental collapse. At number 2, we face Midori, a film so grotesque and merciless that calling it dark feels dishonest. It follows a young orphan sold into a freak show, where she endures relentless suffering with no redemption, no hope, no catharsis. Midori doesn't stylize its horror. It drags you face first into despair. Watch only if you're truly prepared, because this one will never leave you. And finally, at number 1, Heavenly Delusion, a post-apocalyptic masterpiece that feels like the Promised Neverland on steroids, only darker, grittier, and without the bad sequel. Children raised in a pristine facility, a world outside crawling with monsters, and secrets more horrifying than the creatures themselves. The real terror isn't survival, it's the lies, the abuse, and the destruction of innocence. Heavenly Delusion doesn't just show a ruined world, it makes you feel the sickness in its bones. And that's the countdown. 10 anime that don't just scare you, they scar you. Which of these would you dare to watch? Or did we miss one that broke you personally? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. because next time we're going even deeper into the anime abyss.